Yeah, the final mission. This was like the most extravagant final mission we had in the entire series. They built this specifically for the show. They brought it all out on boats. We just blow this place sky high. Welcomed us with open arms. Like they were just really cool guys, and they're really good, yeah.
Malaysia!
Yes, so actually, I don't want to play favorites. As a parent, you should never play favorites. But actually, Malaysia is one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, that's cool. Why is that?
Everything was real. Every bullet, every explosion, every rocket launcher we shot was absolutely real. They were like, we don't believe in blanks.
I love how when you get outside of the United States or some of these more Western countries, like regulations and safety, it's a different mindset they have.
It is 100%. And that's why we were like, we need to start going to third world countries. Because, yeah, like I said, the United States didn't let us carry guns. And here we are in Malaysia, and they're just like, in Colombia, here's a frag grenade. They're like, here's a law, Cameron. You know how to use this, right? And I'm like, yeah, once or twice, you know? Like, I've shot the Gustav, I've shot a law, but it's been so long, and I'm like, I'll read the side really quick. See, but what you're about to see here is they call it confidence shooting. Okay. They literally shoot at each other.
Oh my god!
And it's like I've only seen like videos of this of old Russian Spetsnaz.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And they were 100% actually shooting. This isn't fake. Put it on the left side. They put it on the right side of their face. They take a knee and put it on top of their head, and then they put it between their legs. And we're all like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. And they asked us if we want to try, and I was like, no.
No, you don't want to shoot next to Dean's head or something like that?
No. I was like, hey man, I know I'm very confident. You know, I'm a very confident guy, but I'm not gonna shoot my buddy. That like goes against every piece of training that I've ever, you know. Like if it's 1 meter off of him, I'll shoot that. Cause that's how we train.
Right.
You don't take a shot that's within a meter of your buddy or his barrel, the tip of his barrel. But this was super cool. We get to, you know, run a gun. I've always been a fan of the MP5. I've never used it in my service.
Okay.
And this is an iconic weapon.
Yeah, right?
Dean says it in the beginning of this episode. He's like, this is the SAS, baby. He's like, this is what we use. You see they made it famous,
rescue, man.
Yeah. The embassy rescue where they're all wearing the gas masks and they're using MP5s. Like this is, you know, it's such a fun weapon system. It's so good.
Yeah.
So to actually get to use it was awesome. This was a super fun course.
This looks cool.
Yeah, it was a good stress shoot. A lot of targets. And we had to shoot them in specific orders too. And it's like I had a specific color and everything. So it was like you're thinking and you're moving. So it was just a really fun drill. There was actually more to it too. There was a rappelling section where you rappel.
I don't want to see that. Oh, yeah. I want the director's cut of this show.
We didn't do it. It was just too much. So when they demonstrated the entire thing, there was a rappel tower behind us where you rappelled and then locked your rappel in and then turned around and basically were like shooting rappelled like that and then turning around again and coming down the tower.
I really commend you and the producers of the show and maybe of the units themselves, the variety of the things that you showcase from country to country.
Yeah.
There's a lot there, man. There was no episode where it was like, oh, that was just like the previous
they're just
episode.
doing this again. Yeah, there's so many mission sets out there. I feel like every country does something a little bit different. If season 2 happens, I'm sure you'll have another 8 episodes of us doing things that you haven't seen before.
Man, I hope so, man. I feel like other militaries will see this the way that you treat the militaries that you visit with respect. You want to hear their personal stories, their situations there. I feel like it's a great recruiting tool.
I hope so. I mean, recruiting down, as you know, recruiting is down everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not just a U.S. problem; it's a world problem. No one wants to serve in the military anymore. But you know, I think it's a great opportunity. I'm sure you agree.
It is.
But yeah, so I hope like the younger generation sees this and it's just like, you know, felt the way I felt watching those shows back in the day that helped me and influenced me to join.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it did get me to where I am today. So hopefully we can be an example and be the new generation of that. And also love when the major calls him fat. And we're all like, no, you're Jack. He's like, Ryan, you are so big.
They don't pull any punches. It's just put it out there, you know?
Super. He's like, yeah, Cameron, your weapon manipulation's great. Ryan, you know, you are just, I feel like you are so just big-bodied. And he's like, what? And Ryan took that personally, too.
Oh, no. Oh,
yeah,
Ryan.
Like, for days, he's like, that guy called me fat? Am I fat? I was like, huge, buddy.
I love this, man. You guys, did they just happen to be coming in from their hike when you were there?
Yeah, so it was like timed perfectly.
Oh my god.
Well, they're like, because they have an active class going. So obviously we were working with the actual commandos, but their HQ is there. They're stationed all over Malaysia, but that's where they do the training at. And they had a group that was you know, going through it and about to finish. So they're like, "Do you guys want to come catch us really quick?"
Wow.
Thank God they were like, "You want to do it?" And I was like, "No,
Nope.
I don't."
Nope. Don't want an IV in my arm after being super dehydrated.
Yeah. There is not a lot of safety regulation, and it's just, they're so tough. Some dudes their boots were like falling apart at the bottom.
Oh, dang.
Like they had like legit, because they've been walking for so long. I think they did like 100 or 120 miles or something.
Oh
over
my
3 days.
God, it's like an ultra marathon, man.
Yeah, all they ate was, you know, a little bit of soup and some fly-covered bread. I almost felt really bad asking them.
Oh, like how do you guys? How is
Hey
it
guys,
going?
look at the camera.
This like well-fed American like coming in like, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah. Hey, you know, Sarah McLachlan's about to come in, and she's gonna give you guys your donations that you're well deserved. And if I was one of those dudes, I'd be like, get the hell out of my face, dude. Yeah, I remember just being there and being like, these guys don't want to talk to me. I was like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to force. They're like, I asked one guy, I was like, how does it feel to be done? He's like, I'm tired. I'm like,
of course you are.
Say no more. Like, can you dig a bit deeper into that? You know? Just get out of my face, dude. The swamp was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, walking by snakes, the mud, and then you're sleeping on that like little platform thing, man. This looks the most gnarly out of all the episodes.
Yeah, it was. We walked out there, because I remember there's also like a 4-foot-long monitor lizard, and we saw it, and it was tied to a tree, like a mangrove root, by a little string. And it's not moving. And I'm like, oh, it's definitely dead. And one of the students goes up and pokes it with a stick, and it like coils up and like, gets on the attack mode. And I'm like, what are we doing? I was like, what are we doing out here? But yeah, talking to those guys, like seeing how they sleep. One thing you don't see is they have, this was ridiculous, and they have a cage, a bamboo cage that's probably like 3 foot tall and like 6 or 7 feet wide, and probably like 3 to 4 foot deep. It's underneath where we're sitting. Like we're on an elevated stand right now, because the water will come in at nighttime.
Oh.
So like
because you're basically in the swamp. Yeah.
We're in the swamp, so the water comes in, the tide comes in. Then if you're not pulling your weight in the camp, because they're out here for I think 10 days, they put you in that cage. So if you're
like
not getting, it's a punishment.
Oh,
so
man.
You get put in the cage for, they said 6 hours you're in the cage.
What?
And you're just sitting there for 6 hours. The water comes in. So like the water's up.
Oh, it's like
you're just,
medieval torture, man.
Yeah, it's like you're holding onto the bamboo cage. And I'm like, how many dudes can you fit in here? We're like anywhere from 8 to 12 guys.
Oh, little Malaysian dudes.
Yeah, and Ryan, Dean, and I went in the cage. And it was barely enough room for us 3.
Oh my God.
And there are like 8 to 12 of us in there. And I'm like, so like American 3, Malaysian 8. That's great. But yeah, that was crazy. That's why we're so shocked. We saw so much more. And Ryan's 100% right when he says, if anybody comes up to me and says their survival training is the roughest, I'll say no way, dude. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I still had mud in my ears weeks later. Like I was still fishing out. I was still fishing out boulders. In the beginning, Ryan came out behind me with 2 handfuls of mud, and he smacked it on the both sides of my face like this, and it literally sent mud so deep I couldn't hear.
Oh my God!
I couldn't hear. They became earplugs. And I had to go to a doctor when I got back like 2 weeks later, and he had to fish everything out.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What a dick.
Builds character.
It does.
All right, Zodiac infill. You guys are infilling with a helicopter, and you got the boat with you.
Yeah. So it's called a rubber duck. The boat is packaged into these pieces that are thrown out of the helicopter. This was one of the hottest days there has been. That was in Malaysia. We're wearing wetsuits. So like we were all about to pass out.
You're like sweating balls. Oh,
literally, it was so hot. Like I was like kept trying to drink water, but all immediately would come out of my pores.
Oh my God.
And we're all like, Jesus, this sucks. I could not wait to jump out of this helicopter. Yeah, but it went really well. We got this rubber duck so fast.
Wow.
Even the Malaysians were like, we've never done it that fast.
Wow. All right, you guys.
So
way to represent.
It wasn't us just being like, we're awesome, we did this. Like, this was like clockwork.
Yeah, imperialists. Yeah. So you got, this is like the sniper competition. You guys sneak up, snipe.
So they have these numbers and targets in the jungle. Dean looks like an 80s rocker. Yeah, it looks like he's wearing a wig. One thing you don't see here, and this is not me making excuses because I missed. I actually shot the wrong target.
What?
It was so dark. at this point. So Ryan went first, Dean went, and then I went last.
And the sun's going down or
Oh,
something?
the sun is down.
Oh, it looks
great. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But, it was so dark. I couldn't see anything.
Huh.
I could not see anything through my optic. Like, it was so dark when I shot.
Oh, come on.
And I didn't even see the white thing. I saw if you see the little bee next to it.
Okay.
I thought that was the target. Because I could only briefly see the little bee. So I shot the bee. I didn't even know there was a target next to it. Because they didn't show us the target. They were just like, there's a target out there.
There's a target out there, okay.
So I shot the letter instead of the actual target. Because that was the only thing I could see. And you could see me go, what the hell? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, Ryan ends up actually going first. And he smacks his target. No problem.
Okay. They save it. They reverse it for drama, dramatic reason.
Yeah, got to. Yeah, the final mission. This was like the most extravagant final mission we had in the entire series.
I feel like a lot of these units have very cool setups. They have very cool training areas.
We just blow this place sky high.
And they'll just rebuild it and use it again.
No, they won't. That's the thing. They built this specifically for the show.
Oh, really?
They took all the students. They brought it all out on boats. So when we packed it up, all the students were like carrying everything.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Malaysian Recycles.
Yeah. Actually, this isn't an island. This is like a peninsula.
Okay.
We were literally blowing, like shooting live rounds and everything. And then we've stopped and we're going to do another cut. And then out of nowhere, a group of commandos just come out of the woods where we were shooting.
What, Malaysian Commandos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were just out there hiking.
Oh.
They were doing a ruck. They were doing like a ruck out there, and we're like, hey! We're like, we're about to blow this place up. I couldn't, like, we must have sent like 1,000 rounds at them.
Oh,
you know?
my gosh. Yeah, they just, and then they happened. Oh, my gosh,
we
Cameron.
were like, what the hell? And they were just like, hey, get out of here. And they were like scurrying away. I was like, wow. No, this was such a fun final mission. It was such a good episode, but like a lot went into it. There was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But I enjoyed Malaysia so much.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It looks like a lot of fun.
It was. And like the guys that were there were just super nice. They were so forthcoming. Welcomed us with open arms. Like they were so influenced by Western military stuff. They knew all our friends online. They knew exactly who we were. Like it was, they were just really cool guys and they're really good, yeah.